Okay, I'm here in a battle already. This is run number 5. I just kind of like had to do some puzzles before this, and I was doing them off screen, and then I just stumbled into this fight. So I'm starting in medias res, I guess. Um, yeah. So this is like the penultimate grunt besides Shelly before Archie. So I'm gonna do those two fights in this video, and then I'm gonna save Archie for its own video. Gardevoir kicks it off by doing what it does to all these Kanto fossils all game and just magical leafing them. It's so nice to have Gardevoir when you don't have Sceptile. It's kind of crazy. Otherwise, I'd have to like actually think about what I'm doing there and probably use like for Alligator or something. But Gardevoir just gets them out of my face, and then because I trace Swift Swim, actually I didn't even need to do that. I just outsped this Gengar at 75 anyways. But Guard's fast as fuck. I'll just put it that way. Just kills 2 Pokemon off the rip, and now we bait in this Exeggutor, which I actually thought this was going to be something else, according to the calc. Dude, phase 2 baits, man, they are something else. This was supposed to be, yeah, this was supposed to be Politoed. That doesn't matter, because I actually thought this could have been Exeggutor anyways, but I'll have to see like why that is. Because this should definitely have been, according to the calc, killing that Gengar with Psychic should have baited Politoed. But that's fine. This is not a big deal at all. I still am getting Egg Bombed, which is like what I need to have happen, right? Yes, Egg Bomb or Sleep Powder, so I can just go to Scyther. This thing is not, it's Chlorophyll, but I definitely outspeed it with Scyther. Quad resist that. This thing has leftovers, so we'll just like recover that off. But this is one of the eggs that's too goddamn slow to do anything. So of all the mean eggs in the game, this is one that I'm not worried about. Sorry, I had to plug in my computer. It was dying. Okay. Now we get this Blissey coming in. So the plan for this Blissey is to go to Muck, who's already at 77. He's ready for Archie. Countered me. That's pretty funny. It's because I clicked X scissors. What? Okay, that was weird. Okay. I'm gonna Toxic this. This thing has leftovers. It has like 1,000,000 HP. You know how this works. It's got counter. It thundered me. That's fine. That does like very little damage to Muck. We're good. Yeah, whatever. Muck can kind of like hang in here probably, I guess. But it doesn't really have to. But yeah, I'll let it sit in here for a little bit because I don't really use it the rest of the fight. Oh, I'll just click Toxic with it because this thing could counter here. It's really likely to. Yep. So the funny thing is, if you like click a status move on a Pokemon that has counter, it's like 75% to go for it, given all else being equal. At some point, this thing will start like spamming Soft Boiled though instead of clicking counter. Yeah, there we go. Let's like speed this up a little bit. This is gonna take a minute. Okay, it thundered me. I don't want to get. Okay, I got double parried by thunder. Cool. Very, very cool. Still not dead to crit, so gonna hang in here. It countered me, as you saw there. You see what I mean about it like spamming counter? It can counter over Soft Boiled here, actually, just from me spamming these moves. I do want to have Lantern out when this thing dies. So we'll go to Lantern now. It can Thunder me, which, yep. That's what happens. And now it should be like stuck in its little Soft Boiled loop, I think. Do I just like outspeed this and kill it? I don't trust myself to kill it like per se. Let me see here. I definitely outspeed it. Like Surf definitely kills this from here. There's no risk. Yeah, let's get that. Let's get that on my face. All right. Very little experience gained. You can see we're kind of cruising through this fight. So now we've baited Politoed. Politoed wants to EQ my Lantern. Yo, I'm kind of thinking I'm thinking about T-waving this actually. It's faster than me by like quite a bit. It could hypnotize me. And I mean, for that reason, I have Milo prepared to deal with this. Milo is like pretty much like a guaranteed answer to this. It like Toxics it. I can like spam recover on it. You've seen that a million times. I think that I'm just going to default to doing that because the last Pokemon here, Milo doesn't really. Uh, is that true? Milo definitely would deal with the last Pokemon. Not really. I need Lantern's health for the last Pokemon, the Kingdra. So, talked to myself, had a little conversation with myself, and talked myself into doing this. Yep, hypnotized me. That's really good. So now I take like nothing from this, and I might just attract it to start off here. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. And we're gonna do the typical like silent Milo thing here. Um, I think I'm like totally not dead to crit here, so I'm good. Like crit plus burn. It doesn't even come close. What would it do? 110. It would come pretty close. I'll just recover. I probably will be able to do it for free. I'm just gonna wait for it to be attracted to me. Okay. Can you be attracted to me any minute? I'm a hot commodity, man. Oh my gosh. See, there's the crit. So I want to be as high health as possible. I'll toxic it now. It should be all right. Okay. Yeah, now we're cruising. It really pays to be burned on like things like this because it has hypnosis and that could totally bone me, but it doesn't in this case. hmm EQ crits definitely get a little dicey from this guy. Okay, it's gonna die this turn. It's going to EQ. I have a question. Do I go to um Gyarados here? I don't think so. Um, I could like conceivably go to Scyther because that would bait Octazooka, which is what I want to switch Gyarados into. Kind of. What happens if it comes in on Milo? What happens if it? Yeah. What happens if this guy comes in on Milo? I can try to like troll it a little bit. It's a little dicey, honestly. Um, yeah, I'm thinking about the next Pokemon right now. Because so when Kingdra comes in on Milo, it's gonna want to like Body Slam it or Dragon Dance. It's actually pretty likely to Dragon Dance because it sees that it's slower than me, which would be a good it'd be a good Gyarados pivot to go like straight there. Body Slam crit, I'm not really at risk of that. I'm good with just kind of recovering here and taking the EQ, or maybe it'll be attracted to me. Yeah, okay. Yep. So Milo took care of this guy's business. Um, we're gonna see Kingdra now. Last Pokemon. I really don't think Milo's dead to Kingdra Body Slam crit plus burn. It's not even that I don't think that, I just simply don't. So I could, if I wanted to like be really greedy, I could try to like deal with this with Kingdra by like attracting it and toxicking it, or with Milo. The thing is, this thing has Dragon Dance, so like that starts to get a little dicey and scary pretty quickly. Um, it will be like a lot easier though if I talk to deal with this in general if I toxic it. Um, or I just go straight Lantern right now, take very little damage, and then yeah, it's. I think I just toxic this right now, straight up. I don't die to crit plus burn, right? I'm gonna make sure my burn damage is 28. Crit body slam on Milo does 102. So I would take 130 damage. Yeah, I'm toxic in this. It can Dragon Dance once, that's fine. Yep, there's the Dragon Dance. So that's not ideal. Definitely not. But it is on a clock now. So it's a +1. It's faster than me. It's not likely to Dragon Dance again. It definitely could, which of course isn't great. I've now reduced it back to +0. This body slam. Gira getting paralyzed was something that could happen, so I gave it a lum because I had thought that I might need Gira to like 1v1 this. But now that it's on its clock, I'm not really worried about that. I can kind of just keep pivoting around the Dragon Dances. It can't HP ground me, so I can like pivot Lantern in here. I can also use Muck as needed as a pivot, similarly, and just kind of mess around with this. So yeah, this should be HP ground now or Dragon Dance. This is the highest damage move that it has is HP ground, so I can use like a free Gira pivot here. This is honestly like what most of my team is built around, because Gardevoir taking like the 2 off the top really makes this a lot easier. Yep, HP ground. Doesn't affect me. I am gonna mute this and speed it up, I think. Okay, let's go back to Lantern. It could Dragon Dance again. Yep, it did it. It's kind of playing right into my hands right now. It keeps Dragon Dancing on Gira. And then I just go here and it HP grounds me, and yeah, we're just winning this interaction like considerably. Lantern never dies to crit from like +0, which is things that. Yep, and we win. Nice. Good job, Milo. Jesus. Milo just makes this game so free. Late game. I'm pretty excited for 1/2 EK where I have to do like this whole Team Aqua and like Rain split without Milo and without Bro. It's gonna be like different, definitely. It's gonna be like a real challenge. I'm pretty excited. Because honestly, like a lot of these fights are you have like the tools to pretty much do them risklessly. Like that did not feel like I risked anything that fight. Okay, for the next one, it's fighting Shelly, so I need to get my friend Relicanth out. I'm gonna put Gardevoir back in box 2. Hurt is coming to this one. No Scyther. Really weird to see Scyther coming to a Seafloor Cavern fight. But here we are. I'm gonna once again bring Milotic. I'm gonna bring Lantern. I'm going to bring Ludicolo, who has to go to level 76 for this, which I'm not really worried about at all. Muck is out of here for one more fight. He'll be coming back soon. And I need Magneton. Oh no, I don't need Magneton. I need Tentacruel. First Tentacruel sighting of like a long time. This thing has been riding the bench. I have a feeling that in 1/2 EK, Tentacruel could be a big player around the split. Okay, so I need to give Rally a Shell Bell because it's going to take 2 Pokemon in this fight with that Shell Bell. But I moved them up earlier. Yep, I'm just doing my typical like item shuffling stuff. Citrus Berry for Swampert is what I've written down. I'm fairly sure that Milo has Lipa. It might have eaten it last fight. Yeah, it did. I don't know what Lantern needs. I'm gonna assume it needs a Citrus Berry. I guess I'm giving Ludi a Lumberry. I need to make sure that Tentacruel knows Sludge Bomb because it might not. I've definitely forgotten to like teach Tenta Sludge Bomb because there's like so many fights where you don't actually like want it to know Sludge Bomb, and Ice Beam is kind of more useful, but this is not one of those. It needs Ice Beam for this fight, and you can like pretty freely go back and forth between these. Like there's never a fight where you need Sludge Bomb and Ice Beam on Tenta. Okay. I need levels on things. I need to buff some people's levels up, definitely. I think like 76 by Shelly is like totally fine for basically everybody. I'm good with 76 on Lantern. By this point, like 76 on Milo is probably fine, but I'll leave it. I'll leave it lower. I'm not too worried about Milo on this fight. Its job is very easy. I didn't really exactly write down what I'm doing. I'm gonna look at like your team again. Okay, so sometimes I take like really detailed notes of like how a fight's gonna go, and then other times I just kind of like write down some guys and some items, and then I have to remind myself. I made this plan over like a couple days ago, and I'm just getting around to recording it. So sometimes I just kind of like forget shit that I planned, and then I have to remind myself like I'm doing right now. Right. So Relly just immediately destroys Lapras right off the bat. I have a Shell Bell, so I recover a bunch of HP off of that. For Raichu, I just switch to Pert, outspeed it, kill it. Thank you, next. Pert probably is good backup on this fight in general, depending on what I teach it. I bait Vaporeon next. I think that is Milo Town. Yeah, it is. And Milo has to be burned once again, so let me take care of that. Because this Pokemon has Sing, so super cool. Alright, and then that baits Starmie, which is kind of like the Pokemon that I'm the most annoyed by here. Because my Swampert doesn't outspeed this Starmie. It's like plus speed, it's timid. So my Pert can actually outspeed it, like the last one. And this one has Hydro Pump, which does like a lot of damage. So the plan for this one is to use Lantern to T-Wave it, I think. Yeah. Or maybe just like try to use Lantern to beat it. Honestly, that's like not a bad idea. Instead of, because it has Lumberry, so I'm not like convinced that I could get one off. Like pull one over on it. Especially with it psychicking me and potentially lowering my Spadef. So just chipping it with Thunderbolt and doing like over half its health is probably a good idea. And then knowing that it's going to psychic me, I could go like to Milo, bait another Thunder, go to Ludi, or just straight up go to Ludi. Ludi outspeeds Starmie, and then I can just kill it with Magical Leaf, and then that baits Dragonite. And Dragonite is going to 1 HP flying Ludi pretty surely. So that's a pretty easy switch back to Relicanth to kill it with Head Smash. And then the last Pokemon is Ludicolo. It's like a stall Ludi probably. Yeah, it's a stall Ludi. My own Ludi kind of like helps wall it a little bit. Like I can fake it out and stuff, and that's good. That's protect, whatever. I just need to Toxic it with either Tenta or Milo. Honestly, Tentacruel with Sludge Bomb does considerable damage to Ludi in general. It doesn't really take a lot. The problem is that Ludi is just faster in his waterfall, so it can like flinch me a bunch, which is pretty irritating and overall a nuisance. Honestly, if I did the thing where I taught like Wailord, Sleep Talk, and Hyper Voice, I could probably use Wailord to beat Vaporeon. I'm like not super into that. No, not really. I think this is fine. Also, worst case, this Ludi doesn't actually have a move that really does a lot to Pert. I mean, Waterfall actually kind of does a lot to Pert, I'll be honest. If Lantern's still around, it can kind of help out too with Ludi. Like, it could maybe chip it or something. I don't know. I think this is probably a team that wins. I just need to get a Toxic off so that I can put Ludicolo on a clock for sure. And if it ever like Leech Seeds me, then I get a free. Does mine have Clear Body or does it have? Yeah, Clear Body. Okay, cool. Very cool. Very cool. I got this puzzle. Do I actually have all the HMs for this fight? I did not check. Let me check. There's no moves I'm missing, right? I believe so. Uh, dive. Do I have a diver? I think Milo's a diver at the moment, and Ludi, and Rally. Everybody knows dive. Fuck. I'm pretty sure Rally knows rock smash. Yeah. I know Pert knows strength, and somebody's got to know surf, right? Somebody on here's got to have it. So many people have it. Okay. We got all the HMs. Dude, this is cooking my brain real quick. It's like that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it's time for Shelly. I'm just making sure this guy has a shell bell. Yeah, okay. That looks right to me. Everybody's got the right items. I don't really think Tenta needs a lump, to be perfectly honest. I think his citrus is more in his interest, because I don't think Ludi's really gonna freeze him. That being said, I really would rather not get frozen. Yeah. Well, let's just make sure that doesn't happen, because that's like a pretty bad situation. Like really, really bad. I'm putting Tenta at 76 too, fuck it. Makes me feel more comfortable. Okay. Let's do this. How much is HP grass from Vaporeon doing? It does like 27. That's considerable. I do outspeed this though, so that's really appealing about it. And then what else? Do I actually attract Vaporeon? Yeah. That makes Milo like a pretty good candidate for the Vaporeon situation. Alright, let's just kinda get this over with. See you, Shelly. The shock of red hair. Okay. It's so fun to be able to actually like head smash this um, with a Swift Swim Rally. I'm never gonna do that because I've never had a Swift Swim Rally. I'm gonna heal some HP back. Lapras has a lot of HP, so it's gonna be a good amount. Yeah. It's so nice that Shelbo lets you heal like when you're over half health. It's just a really nice little thing. This is definitely gonna be like Thunder or something. So I got a Pert with Swift Swim easily destroys its Raichu. I imagine having a Swift Swim cache is like just as good here if it's Swift Swim. Like in this cavern where you're like outspeeding electric types and stuff. That's pretty cool, I assume. Okay, this is going to be HP Grass. Could consider like a Ludi pivot to get Ice Beam, which is kind of a better pivot for Milo. And it also lets me get some like free damage. It really doesn't take a lot from HP Grass. I mean, HP Grass crit could be a little bit not fun. I'm also not sure this is like actually going to kill. Like, yeah, HP Grass does not kill. It's still super likely to go for it, but it's possible, like a 15% chance that it could sing here. And for that reason, I cannot really go to Ludi, because if Ludi got put to sleep, that would be pretty bad. Okay, yeah, as expected, it went for a Hidden Power Grass. It's fine. Okay. So now my goal is to get to like as high HP as possible. Um, we're gonna kind of like do the classic mute and speed up. That's about as good as I can get, I guess. I gotta attract it. Yep. Look at how good I look. All right, now I recover until it like misses. Yep. And now I toxic it. And now we just kind of stall it up. Okay. It'll spend a lot of its turns just kind of chilling. Not exactly hitting me. It'd be really great if the turn that it dies, it like gets immobilized. Ah, it's just too much to ask for. Okay. So now, Vaporeon died, and I'm pretty sure what comes in next is Starmie, going for an electric move. Yeah, so Starmie is going to click Thunder. Um, I could go to Pert to get Hydro Pumped, which is probably the best switch for Ludi. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, actually, no, I'm not doing that. I'm going straight to the Lantern here. Why would I go to Ludi? Yeah. So Lantern's gonna like chip this once with T-Bolt. We get Psychic. We're not dead to crit or anything. It does a lot of damage, but... Okay, now that I didn't get Spadef dropped, I might want to kill us with Lantern. Oh my god. Oh, I thought it didn't have Lump. Okay, that would have been so good if it didn't have Lump. Okay. So, at this juncture, what's like the best thing to do? I really want Ludi to kill this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into Ludi. Even though I get like Psychic, I think that's really the best switch I get here. I definitely could go to Pert. Like I don't think Pert is participating a lot in the fight anymore. Psychic doesn't really matter because it gets Hydro Pumped. Yeah, let's do it. So we get... Oh, it can go for maybe a random move here. I hope it doesn't go for Hydro Pump. That'd be bad. Oh my fucking god, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. Whew. Yeah, so it saw Thunder's highest damage, which meant that it could have gone for random move. That's pretty annoying. That was really unlikely. Because I don't even think Thunder... I think there's an overlap on Lantern. Uh, that wasn't a very concise explanation, so I'll explain it better. Lantern, because it's Volt Absorb... Oh my god, that was so unlikely that Thunder was highest damage. Oh, I guess Hydro Pump is sometimes highest damage on Lantern. Wow. I didn't even think about that either. God, that was stupid. Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm going to Ludicolo now on this Hydro Pump, which is definitely happening. That was a big misplay, but does not matter. Pert was definitely dead to crit there, and that would have been a pretty stupid and avoidable loss, because Ludicolo like very easily kills this. Okay, so now we bait Dragonite in. The highest damage move by Dragonite on Ludicolo is this is why I wanted to kill it with Ludi, is because Ludicolo baits HP flying, never baits Thunder or EQ or moves that Rally can't would not appreciate. So it goes, we go to Rally. If we get HP flying crit, it doesn't matter. Yeah, we got crit, of course, as soon as I said that. But I'm glad I got crit there, and not when I went to Pert. That was fine. Now we hit smash this, and we live. Get a little more Shell Bell action. And now the last Pokemon is this dumb Ludicolo. So, because I'm quad weak to the status move Leech Seed, which I know it sounds weird, but the typing is quad weak, it's pretty likely... Oh, wait. No, I'm just straight up dead to Waterfall. So it's gonna click Waterfall, like every day of the week here. So I could go to my own Ludi on Waterfall. I think that's a pretty good idea in general. And just like fake this thing out. Just because like Waterfall doesn't really do a lot of damage to me. It's probably gonna like protect when I do this. Yeah, let's see, like, I quad resist that. And that's like part of the beauty of Ludi on the split, is that it just kind of quad resists things. So now it can't Leech Seed me. I think this is guaranteed protect, so let me see. If that's the case, then I really should just straight up not fake this out and pivot straight to Milo. Because then I'll be in a great position. I'll be able to heal. It might set up like... It might protect, it might set up like a Leech Seed or something. But Milo should not like get a lot of damage right now. It won't get Waterfall, which is like kind of a key thing. Yep, it protected like I expected. I think it's going to protect again here because it just failed. So let's do a little Attract or Recover here. It did not protect, it's probably going to Leech Seed me. Yep. Okay, that's fine. Now I've been Leech Seeded, I won't be Leech Seeded again. So that's good. And it's probably going to click Protect here. So I'll predict that and like, you know, not really worry about it. Go to Tentacruel here. Okay, Waterfall. That's not going to do like too much damage to Tenta. It might protect here, it might Leech Seed. I could just like click Tox. I think I want to get it on a timer because it's a real pain. Um, and I'm worried about like it critting me a bunch with Waterfall. I really want it to Leech Seed me. Thank you. Okay, huge, because now I put it on a timer. That's all I needed to do. That's totally fine. Getting the Toxic off, Sludge Bomb would have done like a lot of like considerable damage to this Ludicolo, for sure. But putting it on a timer is more important. Now it's like gonna protect me. It could Waterfall. It cannot click Ice Beam on Tenta. So I can just go back to my own Ludi on this Waterfall. It can't Leech Seed me, so that's fine, I guess. It protected. I wanted it to Leech Seed me. That's why I wanted to like get that Toxic off, and then I'll try to fake it out, but it's gonna protect. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. It can't Leech Seed me here. It's either gonna Ice Beam or it's going to protect again. Ice Beam would be totally fine. Can't get frozen. Doesn't do any damage. I'd speed it. Yeah, Milo is kind of cleaning this fight up. Okay. So now it could like Leech Seed me if it wants. I would be okay with that. From here, like, it's kind of just GG. I outspeed it, so I can just spam recover. And even with Leech Seed, it's a matter of time. I might just speed this up, honestly. Yeah, it's gonna start taking a lot of Toxic. It'll recover with its moves, but, like, you can see that even if I were to get crit, it would be, like, totally okay. It protects sometimes. Yeah, that's that. God, Swim Milo is so goddamn good. I've had a the last time I did this split, or the only other time that I've really had like an early Milo and done this split, Seafloor Cavern, it was Marvel Scale, and it was kind of tougher to use Marvel Scale because you don't outspeed things. It's a lot better to like do this like burn yourself and spam recover strategy when you're like faster than every other Pokemon that you fight. Like that's really good. And anyway, those are the two remaining fights from Seafloor Cavern, so I'm gonna call it good there. And I'm gonna prep for Archie, and that'll be the next video. So, yep, I'll put that out soon, and see you guys in that video.